everybody, welcome back to my channel, and today I have a video about books because I love to read, and I always say I love to read, but I will tell you stuff that you think do you really love to read, because I will explain it in a bit. I have a really dangerous stack of books standing next to me, and I even have two laying on my bed because I have a lot of books and I have more, but one is in my setting, so yeah, that's a little hard. So for me it's a manga, so, and I also have another manga, but I don't know where that is. But anyways, let's just start. First of all, I have the BTS book, Beyond the Story, the 10-year record, and I have it in English. And my best friend bought it for my birthday, like my best friend, and in German, so I have an English version that I bought myself, and I have a German version which I cannot read. I can understand it a little bit, but reading this was kind of hard because I tried my best, so I bought it in English, my favorite reading language, because I do have some Dutch books, and I've read a lot of Dutch books, but yeah, and I haven't finished this, to be honest, but I've looked through it, and oh, wow, I'm at chapter 3, the photos are gorgeous. I will show you. Just look at this butter. I love butter. I just want to look. Oh no, I'm mistaken. You have like every era pictures. Wow, like, look how great. So yeah, to be honest, I've saw so many chapters on Twitter already that I almost read the whole book online before I bought it, but this is such a cool merch thing to own. I was like, I need it. And I saw on TikTok a girl who like owns every single one of those books. Maybe not all of them, but like a lot of languages, and I was like, girl, this book is not cheap. So yeah, very cool, very cute. Story is really good. If it's like not based on real life, but you know. And now the stack, I am scared of my life. Like if this falls, there will be books that are going to be broken. So I will just grab the first one. This is Before the Coffee Gets Cold, and I love to buy books and read them for a bit and then stop and like repeating it. I'm sorry, not sorry. But like there are different stories, and it's about like time traveling, but it's probably a metaphor, but yeah. And then like someone sitting at the wait, I can't spoil this. I don't want to spoil this, but it's really good. It's like with regret and stuff like that. But I've read the first story. I will read this soon, but the next book I will show you, I wanted to read that ASAP, so I stopped with this. So yeah, I also have the second part of it, but I can see it's like almost the last book. I didn't like sort this out, I just grabbed all of them. So yeah, I like this a lot actually. I really felt like I was in the story. And there are people that cannot imagine, like when you're reading it, that kind of screwed me up, because I was like, what do you mean? Like this is like a movie for me. So I'm kind of curious, like if you read, do you also have that or not? Because I don't know, I don't really know people that like cannot see when they read. That sounds ridiculous, but you know what I mean. I won't start another pile on my bed for the books we've already talked about. Okay, the book that is also always standing on the background is, of course, the Hunger Games book, and this movie had me choked, like on a chokehold. It's The Ballad of Songbirds and say had time, but if I have time, I played video games or I read something on my phone. So yeah, like I hate laying in bed with a book and it's like the I don't know. I like I have to read this all the time. I hate it. I hate it so bad, but I love reading like physical books. Like so yeah, I need to continue this as soon as I can because there will be a book and I will talk about it later, but it's so annoying. Like I'll just ignore it for now, but yeah. I just know like the book is great. I didn't read like the other Hunger Games books, but I watched the movies and I don't know, that we only had the Hunger Games books in Dutch and I don't want to read in Dutch. I mean some books are okay, but like if I can read it in English, I want to read it in English. Okay, to be honest, this book, I haven't read this. I have no clue. It's a magic thingy, and I have part 1 and 2 if I'm not mistaken. I hope it's part 1 or 2 because it's Crave, like Craven Crush. It's like about vampires and stuff like that. An elite school. I have no clue. Like I don't know. I just thought it looked cool and the back looked cool, but then I just never read those. Like I haven't even started, and I will tell you why. Because the next book I have is like I bought 3 books. Oh, and I remember because those are on sale, so I got 2. Oh, I love spine tapping on books. Yeah, so I cannot rate this at all. Like, I don't know if it's good. I don't know if it's bad. I should make an updated version, you know, for like, I need to set a record, like, or a goal when I finish all of those books, but I don't know. I really like to read when I'm like on holiday and stuff like that. And this book, like, I bought this book with this as well, and I'm all somewhere in the middle, like, in, like, what the heck is this? A Court of the Vampire Queen, like, when I was reading it, I was like, okay, oh, what, like, what is this? I am so confused because I don't know. Like, I don't even know what part of the series is. Like, I did some research and I was like, it's like all in one or something. I have no clue, so I don't know, and like, I just got like annoyed by it, so I stopped. I don't know. It just was like, okay, let's move on because I don't know what to think about this. It's not bad. Is it good? I don't know. It's about vampires and like a girl that's MC and like, I don't know. I really don't know what to think about this. So move on. And this book, or like it's a light novel, but have an Officious Blessing. I've watched the anime, or like anime. Is it even called anime? I don't know. I would just call it anime. But oh my god, I love this. I've read this multiple times, and I put something very. I got this at Comic-Con or Heroes Made in Asia. Like, or no, one of my friends got this because I am not going to do gacha with Marvel. I think I got it, or like I have no clue how else. How do I own this? Anyways, so good. But then I stopped at this part, and I'm totally not explaining what the books are about. Maybe a little bit, but like, I don't know. It's just so good. Like, you should just read this. Like, I don't to my childhood. Like, I have 4 books of this series. Like, this is like Overleving, and translated it's how do you survive, or how to survive, like something like that. And my teacher in groep 8, like grade 8, I'm not even sure if it's grade 8, but groep 8, she always used to read this when we were like having our fruit and stuff. So I always need to think about her, and the books are so good. Like, you also have a series, you have a movie. It's just like vibey, and this is the newest one, when the main character is like in her 20s, or at least grown up. And I have parts 6, 7, and 5, 6, 7, and I've read this one. I was like, okay, I need to read this, and I've read this in like a day. I loved it. I can't wait for another part of this book. And I know that the writer Francine Owen is writing another one. So yeah, really great like book. But I didn't read between the last one and this one. Like, I haven't read, I don't know, maybe 8 or 9, and then I haven't read the other part. So I was a little confused at first about what's going on. But I've prepared myself for that. So I'll read this. It's in Dutch, but great. And yeah, it's about like everything. It's about growing up, mental health, blah blah blah, like finding yourself, so like that, friends, family, all of the yapping bedapping. And this is like more in sections, because I have like I don't know, the first ones, because I can dream those. But I do have the like first guess. I would just translate this, because otherwise it's a little hard to survive like myself. And I love this book, and I'm currently at book 6, but I've read those like a million times already. And how do I survive a broken heart? Very sad. And oh my god, I haven't even opened this book. That's kind of slay. And the thing about the main character, Rosa, it's actually just Rosa, but in English, Rosa, so whatever. She always like, from like, this was released way back, so in their time they used to like mail each other, and that was like yeah, the main plot, because it was cool. Mailing your friends about problems and giving them advice. And it's hardcover. You have me, like, then you have me. I love like hardcover. Is it hardcover? I don't care. Hardcover. Because I can just take this with me without it being like bending or goofy, you know. So yeah, it's a whole series about everything in life. And first it's like a teenager, and how to like when you go to like high school and stuff like that. So she gets older with the series, so that's really cool. Okay, great. We have the second book of the series, but this is called Taals from the like cafe. But I got this for my best friend for Christmas when I was obsessed with the book, and I'm still obsessed, but I just need to read it. So I mean, it's not. Anyways, I can really read this. The other ones, of course, again, and I probably forgot to read all of my other books, but I don't know. I just like to yap about it. But I am excited for this. I like it. I totally lost time because I read the last story, but I want to read the first one first. And now we will come with the book that I have probably started 7 million times. It's not that it's not good. Like, the name of the wind, I can speak, wind, the name of the wind. And I am tripping because, as you can see, I'm here, like, but this book is, first of all, it's huge. Second of all, look how tiny the letters are, and that's not the problem. But the problem is every time that I progress through the story, I understand it, and then I'm like, okay, let's move on, and then I'm like, okay, let's stop, and then I stop for way too long, and then I forgot what happened, and I'm like so confused. And it's a very hard book to read through. I don't know if anyone knows this book. 71 of those tall, tiny letters again. But I know what's going on. Oh, I love this book. It's like Patrick, thank you for writing this book, and please can you write like a Janneke Taal, like for this, that I can understand it, because I do understand it, but you know, and we always say Jip and Janneke, like this is probably something Dutch. I don't know if you have something in English or something, or any other language for it, but we most of the time we say, can you say it in Jip and Janneke Taal? It means can you like make it easier? Like Jip and Janneke is a story. It's like a book as well, and well, it doesn't really matter. But I'm actually not sure if people use that. But I used to say it all the time. Like when I'm at school, like please say it in Jip and Janneke Taal. Don't make it that hard. It's actually, it sounds very cringe because it's like those are random names. Well, it's the characters of the book. So yeah. Anyways, I've talked almost 20 minutes about books that I probably haven't even read, like half of it. I'm kind of laughing at myself because, I mean, I love to read. I really do. But as you can see now, it looks like I don't like to read at all. So yeah, please, if you love to read, please leave your books in it, like the comments or whatever, because I need new books. I need to buy them. And I do have more books. I have a Sims 4 cooking book and manga that's literally under my phone. Also a Demon Slayer manga, but I don't know where it is, so we will never know. I want to thank you for listening to me yapping about book. I can confirm that I want to do a reading video as well, but I have no clue in what book because it needs to be not that hard. It's practicing for my school. Yeah, totally. Because of course I want to be a teacher, so so smart of me. Anyways, thank you for watching and see you soon.